Steve Bowers and
Jordan Dyer.
Welcome you to 6 in the City. It's Kentucky Derby week this week.
That's right. We forgot our hats.
Yeah, we forgot our hats. We'll do it next week. It's Mother's Day the week after, right? So
I believe so.
So here we go. We got a lot of things coming up. We're headed right into the month of May. Hard to believe, but it's true. Already a quarter of the way through this year.
That is wild to think
It is.
about.
Can't think about it. Time's moving on quickly. We got a lot of things coming up. Let's jump into what's happening with this show.
Yes, this show, we are going to move into spring and summer, talking about some events and programs that are coming up. So first, we're going to talk about plant sales with UT and TSU. And then we're going to talk about blue suede shoes and red hot rides.
Yeah,
that is an annual car, truck, and motorcycle show for the Carl Perkins Center. We're going to talk about Union University's summer music camp. Union has a lot of summer camps, so this is one of them that we're going to get to dive into today. We're also going to get to hear from the Jackson Boom. This is our pre-professional soccer team or club, so we get to hear more about that. Aero Athletics is going to come on and talk about all the things. They have so many things going on, so they're going to tell us more about that. And then we're also going to get to hear about Youth Town and some things they have coming up soon.
Bring some brand new programs. We got a lot of things to talk about there. Plus, Kincaid, the Kincaid Gooch studio with us.
That's right.
Got 4 outstanding young talents that we're going to hear from today. So stay right where you are. That's all coming up on this 6 in the City.
Hi, I'm here to ask the people of Jackson to be a part of a groundbreaking program, 4-Minute City.
Every minute you don't get help after a sudden cardiac arrest, your chance of survival decreases by 10%.
That's why Friends of Heart and the Jackson Fire Department have created a care team.
A group of everyday citizens trained, equipped, and ready to save lives in our community.
Please call this number or visit our website.
Together, we can save lives.
Every 3 years, the American Public Power Association recognizes public power companies that demonstrate proficiency in reliability, workforce development, safety, and system improvements. The recognition, RP3. The highest level RP3 is the Diamond RP3. In 2023, JEA's Electric Division received the Diamond RP3 award for the 8th consecutive time. This never happened before, but it's JEA today. Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
What we've been talking about, we've moved already a third of the way through this year, springtime.
That's right.
Right in the middle of it. So here we go. It's time for a plant sale, spring plant sale. Mary Glennis Espy is with us, the horticultural extension agent for the Jackson-Madison County, West Tennessee, and Elizabeth Edwards, Madison County Master Gardeners. And so we're looking forward to this. We're ready to go May 3rd and 4th.
Yes.
Coming up, that's a Friday, a Saturday. We're going 9 to 1 both days.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. So what's going to be happening?
So we have our 2025 spring plant sale, and it's located out at the West Tennessee Ag Research Center on 605 Airways Boulevard. And this is a huge event that we do every year. Elizabeth here, she has kind of been in charge of this the last few years, and she does an excellent job. Do you want to talk a little bit about?
Yeah, and I said it's May 2nd and 3rd, not 3rd and 4th, 2nd
Correct,
and 3rd.
2nd
right?
and 3rd,
That
Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
So there are actually 2 sales.
Okay.
UT Gardens has a sale from plants that they have grown, and then we have a sale that we like to call a box of chocolates because the members bring in who knows what. So it's a big surprise to us, but people have labeled their plants properly, and we'll put them out inside, and they'll be divided like sun or shade, annual, perennial, for garden, for in the house or whatever. So we like to educate and give the customers a lot of information about their plant to ensure they're successful with what they take home.
So the Master Gardeners are inside?
The Master Gardeners are inside.
In the big auditorium area.
In the big auditorium in the building, correct.
All right, so the Ag Center then, its plants are where?
Yes, so the UT Gardens portion of the sale is all outdoors. Whenever you pull in, just behind the big the main building. You can't miss it. You'll
Okay.
see it.
What type of plants can someone expect to see here?
Just about anything.
Just about anything.
From house plants, garden plants, annuals, perennials, trees, and shrubs.
Okay.
We have things that we have divided or propagated out of our own garden, or maybe tomatoes and vegetable things that they've grown from seed in their home greenhouses. Jason has a variety of things. Sometimes garden plants, but trees, shrubs, perennials, annuals, any kind of
Vegetables
plant.
and herbs.
Yeah, succulents, house plants, everything.
Will you all accept both cash and card?
Yes, we do.
Okay, ready to go then.
UT does.
What is the connection now between UT and Tennessee State in the extension program?
So UT and Tennessee State, it's a part of a cooperative extension program.
Okay.
Through land-grant universities. Luckily, here in Jackson, we're home to the UT Extension, the UT Research Center.
Right,
So
okay.
the UT Gardens is actually one of our 3 state botanic gardens. There's one here in West Tennessee in Jackson, one in Crossville in Middle Tennessee, and one in Knoxville
Okay.
up in East Tennessee.
So it's a real special thing to have that here.
Yes,
our
it's
city,
a
yeah.
wonderful asset to have. And I'll just say the UT Gardens is free to the public. It's open sun up to sundown. So definitely come out to the plant sale, but you can come anytime and
and see.
enjoy these beautiful gardens. They do a lot of research trial plots, meaning various seed companies, plant companies will send plants to them and they trial them. So you can actually go out to the gardens and see, if this plant is going to actually
actually
do well
work here.
here
Okay.
in Jackson. So,
Right.
And they can just show up for this? They don't need a ticket, correct?
No, it's free to the public. No ticket needed, but if you want to get in line and get a good spot in line, you want to get there early.
Go
So
ahead,
And
let's
you
start
said,
saying.
what time does it start?
9 a.m.
9
to 1
a.m.
p.m.
People start lining up as early as 6:30,
Yeah.
and they bring trailers to take their plants.
Yeah,
home.
I start
great.
saying. There's information on the screen right now, so you can scan there and pick that up.
Yeah, so this is a really cool thing that we did this year. This was Elizabeth's idea. So the Madison County Master Gardeners, one of our biggest missions is education and giving back to the community. So we decided to do a resource list. So as people are walking around the sale and shopping, they can actually pick up some of these handouts, that flyer that they just
Okay.
showed. It will directly link you to our Madison County Master Gardener website. And it's just a list of online reliable resources.
Okay.
There's stuff about native plants, invasive plants, because we felt like that was really important to educate customers on this year.
That's what's going on there. Great thing is, these plants will grow and do well in West Tennessee, thanks to y'all.
Yes.
It makes a big difference.
And you know
Yeah.
that they will,
Yeah, that's
especially
right.
Great
from-
Mother's Day gifts.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, perfect.
That's Friday
timing.
and Saturday, May 2nd and May 3rd at the extension, not extension office, but at the UT Ag Research Center.
Yes,
right?
the UT
And
Ag
inside,
Research
Master
Center.
Gardeners inside, the others outside, 9 to 1 those 2 days. Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you all.
We're back with more as we continue this, Six in the City.
A water system includes everything from wells to water storage to water lines to treatment, with constant lab testing to ensure water safety. Every 2 years, the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation performs an unannounced on-site audit and evaluation of every facet of a water system. Perfect score, $5.99. In 2024, JA for the 4th consecutive inspection received a $5.99. 8 years of perfect water system scores. That's JA today.
My name's Graham and I'm 6.
Graham is a very active little boy. When he was 2 months old, he got diagnosed with a temporary platelet disorder, and we just really had kind of a miracle story of him rebuilding his platelets. Receiving a blood donation, it saved his life and gave him time to, for his body to sort out and heal.
Please help kids like me give today.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Going to shift from a plant sale to a car show. We got the way to do it. Terry Blunt is with us. He's the new president of the Parkway Christian Auto Club. Chris Taylor is with us, past president. I told him, I said, the two most beautiful words in the English language, past president. That's a,
Has been.
That's a good feeling. Well, I wouldn't phrase it that way, but there you go. Anyway, it's good to have you both with us. This is the 8th year for this show.
8th annual show.
Okay. So we're talking about the Blue Suede Shoes and Red Hot Rides 8th annual car, truck, and motorcycle show. The proceeds go to the Exchange Club Carl Perkins Center for the Prevention of Child Abuse. It's going to be held at AutoZone, which is on North Highland. It's coming up Saturday, May 3rd. We'll start at what time, registration?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock to register, and here we go.
They get there early. Most guys start showing up around 7:30.
Okay, well, that's
you
got
got to
like
get the best spot.
That's kind of like the plant sale. If you want first choice, you better be there at sunrise.
Exactly.
So here we go, get lined up. All right, what do we need to know about the show, Terry?
Yeah, well, thanks for having us. Basically, it's one of our biggest events of the year is this Blue Suede Shoes and Red Hot Rides. We'll have over 100 classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles that will be participating. Each one will pay $25 to register. And they're competing for trophies. That's what they're wanting, to be judged and to receive a trophy. As you mentioned, it'll be at the AutoZone, 2159 North Highland, over by the mall. It's easy to find, plenty of parking. Besides the classics, we're also going to have a lot of activities happening there. We have great food will be there, homemade baked goods, sandwiches. We'll have raffles. We've got a unique quilt that's raffling off at this show for auto enthusiasts. We have door prizes, silent auction, and I saw one of the prizes was a big champion generator.
Okay.
So we'll have several things for people to participate in.
Okay.
And live music. We have live music.
Okay, and live music all
by
during
Big T. Really good.
All during the show. Okay.
So if someone wants to be a part of this, how do they get registered?
Yeah, they would just show up at the parking lot, and as they come in, they register
so
their
register
vehicles as they come
on site.
in.
Okay.
It's free to the public
As far as being a spectator. Encourage people to get out and see this show, as you can tell from the flyer. And it also includes motorcycles, trucks as well, right?
Yes, sir. I went rogue to recruit more motorcyclists.
Well, you started riding again, right? Or
Oh, yeah. I started riding. So I'm trying to attract more motorcyclists to our events and to the car club, too. So it's a hard people to reach. But, they don't like sitting in one spot too long.
Okay, the bikers want to move around a bit.
Yeah, they like to move.
That makes sense.
All right, y'all been with us for a while. What sets this show apart from others, you think?
Well, 100% of the funds we raise is in support of the Carl Perkins Center. The weather is being called for a beautiful day, 75 and sunny, so it'd be a great thing for a family outing.
Yes.
At no cost to get in and have a lot of activity going there. And a variety of cars. These cars have had meticulous restorations. They shine them up just for this show, and it's just going to have a lot of opportunities for you to see legends of the past in these classic cars.
Are there specific classes these cars are judged in, or is it kind of an open show with the top finalists?
It's a great question, but we do award trophies to the top 30. We have 5 judges that will assign points to each one. And so
it's just kind of an open show then. You got it, you bring it.
It's open to whatever you want to bring. There's no certain years, but there will be the top 30, and then we'll have best of class for automobiles, trucks, and motorcycles.
Okay.
Best of show.
And what are the judges looking for?
Well, they have the opportunity to look at your paint quality, the interior of your car, if you've invested time under the engine compartment to really put in the specifics, the trunk area. I mean, they really go through and look at all parts of the automobile or car or truck as they are making their decisions on assigning points. So it's they're looking very close at everything about the vehicle.
So the judging will take place during the day. Then when is the announcement of the winners made?
It'll be probably the judging will be closed about 1 o'clock, I would think.
And trying to start handing awards out at 1:30.
1:30. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right.
And we've got some exciting news this year. we're going to have Maggie Hessner there, who is Carl Perkins' granddaughter.
Okay.
And she's actually going to be awarding the trophies to the winners.
Okay, great. All right.
And she'll be able to answer any questions you may have about the Carl
center.
Perkins Center.
Okay, great. Well, it is the Parkway Christian Auto Club, and you see them a lot of parades and shows because their members are out working a lot of shows here in West Tennessee. The Blue Suede Shoes and Red Hot Rides 8th Annual Car, Truck, and Motorcycle Show for the Exchange Club Carl Perkins Center for the Prevention of Child Abuse. That's Saturday, May 3rd, and that's at AutoZone on North Highland.
Correct.
Registration starts, well, anyway, show starts about 10 o'clock, and here we go.
Get
there early if you're going to register. It'll start about 7:30. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you. Thanks for having
We're
me.
delighted to have folks from Kincaid Gooch Studio back with us. They bring us an outstanding array of young and talented people. We start today, Eliza Dorris. And Eliza, the stage is yours.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'm marching my band out, I'll beat my drum. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. I guess I didn't make it, but whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection, a freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or the shiny apple of its eye, I gotta fly once, I gotta try once, only can die once. Right, sir. Oh, life is juicy, juicy and juicy. I've gotta have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I've simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam. Hey, Mr. Ornstein, here I am. Oh, march my band out. I'll beat my drum. And if I'm fanned out, your turn at bat, sir. At least I didn't fake it, hat, sir. Guess I didn't make it. Get ready for me, love, 'cause I'm a comer. I've simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Nobody, oh nobody is gonna rain on my parade.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
She was a black female singing country music in the 1970s. Moving to Nashville in 1974, she signed with Johnny Howard and 50 States Records. They recorded different textures of country music, but hit the magic with a contemporary country song in 1977, You've Got to Mend This Heartache. It not only charted Billboard Country, in October 1977 it charted top 40. Her real name? Not Ruby Falls, Bertha Bearden Dorsey. She was born and spent her early life in Jackson, Tennessee. Welcome back to Six in the City. We're going to talk about, well, a special music camp that is coming up. Dr. Rhonda Bauer is with us and Professor Hannah Brown, and they are both with Union University, Department of Music. June 17th through the 21st, and it looks as if you are jumping into everything.
Yes, we are.
It's a pretty diverse program here.
Yes, it's focused on vocal music.
All right.
So although we are going to have an opportunity if you have a student, it's geared for high school students. So those students that are moving from 8th into 9th grade, so 9th grade for next year, or just graduated seniors all the way through the grades. Okay. And if you have an instrument that people play, we're going to have an opportunity where they can bring their instrument and we can do a little jamming with that, but it's going to be primarily vocal.
Okay. So it's designed to do what for these participants then?
So we teach a lot of different elements at Union. We teach everything from the classical, traditional music all the way to pop and to musical theater. And so it's a vocal camp to help design, to build those students' voices in each of those different categories and those different areas.
So to prepare them to move on in their work, their student work.
Yeah, to enhance either at their school programs or if they choose to go on in music as a career, they get to experience a little bit about being on Union's campus. It's an overnight camp where they're going to stay in the dorms and eat in our cafeteria and spend about 5 days in our music department with some of the musical faculty.
And then there'll be a concluding concert, I take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they're working on that as well?
Yes.
Whoa.
How do they get registered?
So there's a QR code that I think we sent you that they can scan, and it's to get information to on our list.
It's on the screen now, okay.
Yeah, that QR code will send them to a, it's not a commitment at this time, but it's just to gather information, and we'll send them out a package through their email with all of the details and how they can log in and register.
Okay, how much registration? What's the fee for this?
So the total is $600, but if they register before June 1st, it's going to be $550.
Okay.
And we're asking for a $150 deposit to secure their spot, but that goes towards the $600.
Okay. And that includes the $550 or $600 includes their lodging and meals?
Lodging, meals, all of their materials, all of their snacks that they would get throughout the day, anything else that they'll need during that time.
Hannah, how long has this been going on? Have y'all been doing this for a long time, or is this new, or?
Dr. Bauer, would you?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So this is, they've had music camps in the past, and it was geared more towards elementary, but this is brand new for Union. There was an attempt last year, but there wasn't enough students registered, so we're hoping this summer to really push this and have students
So real committed to this?
Very much committed to this. It will happen regardless of how many students sign up.
You came on with the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang
I
a
did.
few months ago.
Yes.
So what is your part in this music camp?
So I will be helping assist Dr. Bauer. And so I also am going to be doing master classes and teaching more of like the pop, rock, belting side of things. We also are doing a choral master class where people can come and really learn the choral side of singing. And then in that same camp, they'll also learn how to style their voices to sing, a pop song like Ariana Grande or a musical theater song like Monster from Frozen. Mm-hmm. And so it's going to be really, really good for the students that come. Because I've always said, your vocal folds are they're a muscle, right?
And so
do what?
Yeah, you just have to use them.
Yeah, you have to train them, right? So there's a big difference between singing choral and tall vowels, right, and then singing pop and like kind of putting it up here in your nose.
Okay.
Lots of
like
singing
a lot of
vocabulary.
activity in 1 week.
I know.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
we are going to keep them busy all day long. So
That was my question. Is this sun up to sundown?
pretty much, because they'll be in the dorms, so that we
Okay.
will take breaks for food and.
Do you participate in all of it, or you track people according to interest, or?
So it's going to be everybody in the same place,
Okay.
and we're hoping to have.
So
a
that's the
little,
whole idea. You get exposed to all of this.
Yes, and especially if you are, there's a lot of students that sing in their choir, but they don't know how to sing soloistically. And so just those differences and those changes, and take with the students where they're at and get them a little bit better in each of those areas.
Spread the word in the music community. It's June 17th through the 21st at Union University, the Summer Vocal Music Camp. So be sure to get registered, and here we go. Good luck with this.
Thank you.
Look forward to this continuing every year. Well, speaking of music, we got Kincaid Gooch Studio with us, some of the best in the business. They've been doing this for a long time. And this is Kortney Turnage. Kortney, stage is yours.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave do not go, to right the unrightable wrong, and to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for the heavenly cause. And I know if I only be true to that glorious quest, then my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. My rest. And the world would be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his life down to courage, to reach the unreachable star, to reach the unreachable star.
It stands out in the landscape. It's the newest and largest water tank in the JEA system. Located northeast of McKellar-Sipes Airport, it holds 2.5 million gallons of water. Construction costs just shy of $4 million, but it will supply water and the water pressure necessary to sustain fire hydrants in an expanding industrial and commercial area of Jackson. Meeting needs and building for the future, all a part of JEA today.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
This segment, we're going to talk about Jackson Boom. And before I guess we go any further, we need to clarify that's talking about soccer, right? So get that. Coach T. Stratton is with us. Caesar's with us. Without his, what we're talking about, Porsche, what have you got now that they were asking about? We're going to start our own car show here.
Yeah, just a Porsche.
Yeah. So there we go. We'll do that next time. We'll open the big door here.
Yeah, we'll roll it in. It's actually probably small enough to roll it in.
So what is Jackson Boom, and why do we need to know about this?
Jackson Boom is a professional soccer organization that fields men's, women's, and kids teams that travel. Our men's and women's teams play across the United States. We've had the privilege of playing on ESPN, Fox Sports, representing the city of Jackson, and have even played international games and even some teams from Major League Soccer. And then we have almost 150 kids that play soccer for us around the southeast of the U.S.
Okay. So what is different about this than Jaws soccer or whatever then?
The competitive level.
Okay.
The competitive. Jaws, I actually sit on the board of Jaws as well.
Yeah.
And so that's more introduction to the sport of soccer. Let kids come out, have a good time. You have volunteer coaches. We have professional coaches who are paid, who are playing similar to like travel baseball, right?
Okay.
Or like AAU basketball.
Okay.
That you're playing in tournaments, playing in leagues.
Coach, where do these young people come from?
We have them from all over, Dyersburg, Crockett County, Bolivar, a big group of kids, obviously here in Jackson and in the surrounding area, Madison County, Gibson County. But we have kids that will drive in from Memphis or even, beyond the river to drive in to play in the academy because they have that competitive nature. They are going to get the best of the best training, and they're going to be able to compete in local, state, and even regional and potentially even national tournaments. Last year, we were able to take a team to Disney World to play in the Walt Disney World Memorial Tournament. We were privileged to place second out of 80 teams in that. Wow. And so to put Jackson, Tennessee on the map, on the big stage like that is really awesome to do that. We were actually invited to go to Sweden, that same team, but those kids started to get into high school and to middle school upper level grades. And unfortunately that team disbanded, but to be able to be invited to something like that on the world stage from Jackson, Tennessee is really cool.
What years do you cover? I mean, how long do people stay with you?
We have some kids who are 7 years old, and we have players that are 35 years old.
All right, so it goes all the way.
Yeah.
So you got some pro games that are being held here then?
Yes, sir.
All right, so how do people find out about this or get involved in this?
The easiest way is just to follow us on Facebook or Instagram, the Jackson Boom. You can go to 731soccer.com is our website, and reach out to us there. It's we play soccer, but we're building an organization and community involvement as well. And so we play here locally at USJ, our men's and women's programs. Women's will be beginning this May, actually in about 2 weeks. We'll have our first game here in Jackson, Tennessee in the WPSL, the expansion team that is coming to Tennessee for that organization. The UPSL, WPSL, that is an organization of 600 teams. It's the largest pre-professional developmental league in the world, and they're right here in the United States. They started in LA and expanded now all the way across the United States.
Are the kids placed on teams based off of age or skill, or did they try out?
There is a tryout, and we'll have tryouts to our academy teams. That'll be coming up here in May, and you can, again, go to our Facebook page or to 731soccer.com to find out about that. But they do try out, and it is based upon your age. So you're also trying out against other 12-year-olds or other 14-year-olds.
And you just have one team per age group?
In the competitive level, yes.
In the competitive level, okay.
And we believe that we want to attract the best of the best players to be able to compete and place in some of these tournaments the way that we have, because even just going to compete against teams from Nashville, the population of people that we have in West Tennessee compared to the population of Metro Nashville, they get a huge pool of players. And so we're looking for high-quality players who are committed, who want to train 2, 3, 4 times a week to be able to
when
be
you get to a
competitive.
municipal area like Nashville, they only have one team to represent Nashville, or? do they
Well,
chop
yeah,
it
you
up
know,
like
the
Brentwood
Nashville
or-
Soccer Club is the professional team.
Professional, okay.
There's only one professional team in that area. And there was one in Memphis as well.
Okay.
There was
From
one
the
professional.
parent standpoint, what does the season look like? When does the season run, and how often are you practicing, competing, those types of things?
So we go year-round, so there's some part of that. Now, obviously, when you're in school, then you have to, stick with the school teams, and we can't compete with that. TWSAA has rules with that, so we're very cognitive of that. But when you're not playing and you're not on your school team, then you're welcome to, come right back to our team. So we compete year-round. Our season will go.
Need to have you guys back. There's a lot to explore. It's
Yeah.
good to see you
Very much
both.
so.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you
Thank
both.
you. Thank you.
We'll talk about Aero Athletics next as we continue this Six in the City.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Jackson got electric streetlights in 1887. Electricity expanded with the Suburban Street Railway Company. And in 1897, Suburban switched from horse-drawn cars to electric. The company became the Jackson Railway and Light Company. Streetcars plus electric power for homes. Power for home lights was turned on at 6 p.m. and turned off at 10 p.m. After that, go back to gas or kerosene, but it was another step toward JEA today.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Shifting gears a bit, we got a lot of things to talk about with a lot of guests today, several things happening. But Quinetta Latham is with us with Aero Athletics, which includes a bunch of stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
So tell us what Aero Athletics is.
Super excited. Well, I'll start by saying that Aero Athletics is the absolute best gym in Jackson, Tennessee. And I'm not just saying that. We have been voted
There
best
are one
in...
or two other gyms here.
Well, we've been voted best in
there you
Jackson
go.
for 2 years in a row, 2023 and 2024. And I think it is because we're a very unique gym. A few of our pillars include faith, family, fitness, and fun. So it's not just a drop off your kid and leave kind of gym. We encourage our parents and guardians to take your child to class and then hop in a class, right? So we have something for everybody, from toddlers all the way to well past 50, 60, 70-year-old range.
You're located where?
We're at 2525 Express Drive, the old FedEx building. We now take up all 40,000 square feet of that building.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
We have
So
so
what do
many
you got
things.
coming up? Yeah, what do you got coming up we need to know about most?
So many things. Well, I want to talk about our ballroom dance. We just had opening night for our ballroom dance. We are Jackson's ballroom dance hub right now, offering workshops, dance classes, and of course, social dances. So every Monday night, you can come to Aero for a ballroom dance. We have a complimentary or a free dance class that we offer from 6 to 6:30 p.m. And then immediately following from 6:30 to 8 o'clock p.m., it's our social dance hour. So you don't lose what you learn. You learn it, and then we give you an opportunity to jump right into using it.
Okay. How many choreographers do you have?
So right now we have one pro dancer. His name is Matt DeLockery. He's out of Memphis, Tennessee. He comes in, but he also has a couple of friends in the ballroom dance community here in Jackson that will also be teaching the classes as well.
Do you have to bring a partner?
You do not need a partner. You do not need a partner. It is open to solo dancers. We encourage all levels, all genders, to just show up and have a good time. And coming up next Monday, we're having Cinco de Mayo salsa and salsa.
Ooh.
So we'll have free salsa and chips, and we'll also be learning how to do the salsa as well.
That's a party.
Yes, it is. We're looking forward to it.
That's exciting.
Okay.
Do they need to register before they come?
They do not need to register before they
sure?
come, but if they
What
would
time?
like to, arrowathletics.net, or they can give us a call, 731-240-1220. But we have enough space for all those that want to come. We can hold about 100 people in that room.
I was going to ask if you have a cap.
Yes.
Arrowathletics.net.
.net.
Arrowathletics.net. Other than ballroom dancing, there are obviously many other things we can get involved
Ballroom dancing, absolutely, that's one. And then up next, we also have our spring vendor market experience. So Arrow is not just home to some of the most amazing athletes and coaches, but we're also home to several local business owners and creatives, right? And so we're going to be gearing up this Saturday for our spring vendor experience. You'll have an opportunity to come in and meet some of the authors that are there who are selling their books. We have a do-it-yourself hat bar. We'll be doing heat pressing right on site, as well as, enjoy some freshly baked goods, enjoy some music, and again, support local business owners and creatives right here in Jackson and surrounding areas.
What's that date and time again?
That's this Saturday, May 3rd, from 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m., and it's going to be right inside of our Makers Market, located inside of Arrow Athletics at 2125 Express Drive.
And it's come and go?
Come and go. Come
Bring the
and
family.
Go. Bring the family and have a good time.
All right.
Great.
Well, it's very good of you to know about this. And once again, Arrow Athletics, and you go to arrowathletics.net, right?
Absolutely.
You get a lowdown on everything that's going on there.
Everything that's going on at Arrow.
Very good to have you with us.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
It. We'll,
Appreciate it.
We've got stuff starting this Saturday and next Monday night, salsa and everything else.
Every night in between.
Absolutely, everything. Every day. Every day we have something.
Got to go. We're going back to the main stage. Once again, we have performers today from Kincaid Gooch Studios, and we welcome Georgi Conley. Georgie, stage is yours.
Guess mine is not the first heartbroken. My eyes are not the first to cry. I'm not the first to know there's just no getting over you. You know I'm just a fool who's willing to sit around and wait for you. But baby, can't you see there's nothing else for me to do? I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on till the end, and that's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But
rockabilly force of the 1950s, Jackson's Kenny Parchman recorded at Sun Records starting in 1957. But the Sun roster was crowded, and Kenny's recordings were not released, though they are prominently featured in Sun Record sets today. It was through labels in Jackson, Lou and Jackson, that Kenny hit the 45s. His band included Smoochie Smith, George Sykes, Richard Page, Ronnie Parchman, and others. They still have an international fan following today. A Jackson music note, Kenny Parchman. A water system includes everything from wells to water storage to water lines to treatment, with constant lab testing to ensure water safety. Every 2 years, the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation performs an unannounced on-site audit and evaluation of every facet of a water system. Perfect score, $5.99. In 2024, JEA, for the 4th consecutive inspection, received a $5.99. 8 years of perfect water system scores. That's JEA today.
From time to time, life may throw us a curveball. Even with the best of efforts, maintaining the essentials like utilities can be difficult. With UtiliCare, you can make a donation to help provide utility assistance to families right here in Jackson. Your contribution makes a difference for those families struggling to pay utility bills. Go online to learn more or donate. jaxenergy.com/UtiliCare.
Nick Summer and Mason Cagle are with us, and they're from Youthtown of Tennessee. They've got a lot of things going on there. New chapel, you were talking about just a moment ago. You mentioned that, Jordan.
Yes.
The new chapel is already completed.
Yes.
It is.
You can see it from the highway.
You've got a new program or an expanded program. What is this?
Correct. So the one that's where the chapel is, that's the residential treatment facility. And we decided that we wanted to be preventative, so we're opening up an outpatient. We started 2 years ago with outpatient in the south location, which is on the residential property, but now we found out there's a lot of interest out north of I-40 that are looking for family therapy, individual therapy, substance abuse, mental health, all of the things. And so
Not in a residential setting, but in an outpatient setting.
right, just
Okay.
for individual counseling.
Okay.
And so we're opening up that July 1.
Where's it going to be?
It will be at
382 Carriage House, Suite C.
Okay.
All right,
And if
Carriage
someone wants to get involved, what do they need to do?
Currently need to reach out to Youthtown's phone number. We're in the process of getting everything set up for that facility, and once we get those numbers and things like that, we'll put that out. But for now, just get in touch with Youthtown.
So you say it's family too, right? Not just individual, but it's family.
Yep, so on the residential side, we only treat ages 13 to 17, male and female, but the outpatient will be ages 7 through adulthood.
Okay. Okay. And what does that look like, the outpatient type of treatment?
So that's individual counseling, families that are struggling, if they have a kid that is struggling, relationship struggles, all things outpatient when you're dealing with mental health and or substance abuse.
Okay. And then you go to meet them wherever they are, or they come to you?
They come
Both?
to us at the 382 Suite C on Carriage House, and so it faces I-40.
And y'all got a golf tournament coming up.
We do, May 5th.
Okay, so tell us about the golf tournament.
Monday.
Yeah, so this is so our golf tournament's gonna be hosted May 5th at Humboldt Country Club. So we're nearing that. It's coming quick. But we've got about 38 teams. We've still got a couple spots left if anybody wants to get in last minute and that kind of thing. And if you want that info, you can get on our Facebook page or email Youthtown at info@youthtown.net, or give us a call at our number listed, 731-988-5251.
Do you place them on a team, or do they need to have their team?
So we can do both. There are options for individuals and things like that, but for the most part, they come in as a team.
Okay.
Team fees, yeah. How much?
So it's $1,000 for a team of 4.
Okay.
It's $250.
Okay, so they're all teams of 4 then?
Correct, yeah.
And we have a morning flight at 8:30 and an afternoon flight at 1:30.
Okay.
Back to the treatment program for a moment, because you've had this residential program for a long time.
63 years.
Okay, so then would you hold that microphone a little closer?
63
Right,
years.
63 years, all right. How is this blending? Is it a complementary thing? Is it just a way to expand services or outreach? Or
sort of.
Residential program is not for everyone.
Right, so residential means that the kids have gotten to the point they're in jeopardy for state custody, or they're court ordered, and outpatient has failed at this point, and so they go to residential treatment, which is, ours is a minimum of 120-day, 4-month program. So the outpatient is preventative, where once you start to see the issues are arising, then we want to be a part of that and walk you through your story,
where we don't meet you in the middle of your story. We can start in the beginning and hope to get you to the end successfully.
Okay.
Yeah, another aspect of the outpatient program, too, is it can act as a step down for somebody coming out of residential treatment.
So it can extend their access to treatment.
Right. A lot of times we see when a client comes out of residential, the court or the PO or whoever is trying to get them into continuance of some kind of therapy, right? And so that outpatient can step into that role. So it can be before, but it also can be afterwards. But then again, it sees adults as well. So that's the vast difference there is the residential is just adolescents.
Okay.
Okay. Can you name the different types of therapies again?
Yeah, so the needs that we would be able to help with would be substance abuse, if you're struggling there, any of the mental health, anxiety, depression, PTSD, trauma, family therapy, whether it's relational or marriage counseling, all of them. Our 3 therapists are well equipped to handle any mental health or any crisis that you're in or any trauma that you've gone through.
Okay.
How many patients are y'all seeing?
So in the outpatient setting, each therapist is going to see between 20 and 40 a week apiece.
Okay.
And we'll operate
busy
Monday through
already.
Friday, 8 to 5.
Okay. And your residential program now includes girls, right? Is it still?
It does.
Yeah, and so that was a significant addition a few years ago to move in all that. Well, it's got a 60, how many years did you say?
63.
63-year history. It's gone through a lot of different configurations in this history, but it is still meeting continued needs out there, particularly now with alcohol, drug addiction, and these things, residential, and now expanding to these outpatients. Once again, the best way to get information is?
Facebook page, info@youthtown.net for the email, or 731-988-5251.
Okay, info@youthtown.net, right?
Correct.
Youthtown.net. All right, great. All right. It's good to have you guys with us.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to be right back with more as we continue this Six in the City.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
She was a black female singing country music in the 1970s. Moving to Nashville in 1974, she signed with Johnny Howard and 50 States Records. They recorded different textures of country music, but hit the magic with a contemporary country song in 1977, You've Got to Mend This Heartache. It not only charted Billboard Country, in October 1977, it charted Top 40. Her real name? Not Ruby Falls, Bertha Bearden Dorsey. She was born and spent her early life in Jackson, Tennessee.
I was getting a note in a message. The prayer breakfast, Mayor's prayer breakfast is when? This coming Thursday. This Thursday this week. Okay, on the City of Jackson website, and so check it out. It'll start at 7:30. Okay, breakfast at 7, prayer breakfast at 7:30. I'm getting a delayed message here. It's going to be here at the Civic Center. At the Civic Center, the Mayor's prayer breakfast. That is this Thursday. National Day of Prayer. That's May 1st, right? Okay, so here with National Day of Prayer. We've got a lot of Cardinal baseball this week coming up this evening. If you're watching us live on the 28th, what is the 28th?
Today, I think it's, today's the 28th.
28th, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything gets confused. We've got a ball game tonight, tomorrow night, Friday night, and then Saturday and Sunday afternoon. So a lot of Cardinal baseball.
That's right.
It's coming up here on EPlus TV6. And, of course, George Gooch and folks are here last week. The Swing Orchestra and the Symphonic Winds at the chapel at Union University. And that is 7 o'clock this coming Monday, May 5th. And music by Coda on May 9th is going to be the next step in the AMP series.
Yeah.
What do we got coming up next week?
Well, speaking of the AMP, we are going to talk on our show next week about our spring and summer AMP series coming up. really getting into the music season and I guess outdoor concerts, because we're also going to talk with Jackson Symphony and hear about their new music
we
director.
got a new conductor, music director for the Jackson Symphony.
That's right.
New conductor for the Jackson Symphony, so we'll get to meet that conductor next week.
Yeah, looking
That'll be
forward
great.
to that. And then we're also going to hear from RIFA, their Stamp Out Hunger program, Arts Backstage, the American Legion flag retirement ceremony, and then also entertainment from Hutchison Brothers. So we haven't heard from them yet.
Okay, yeah, that's right. A couple of people left this life that were key to this community. Ab Taylor IV just recently passed, and then Winston Henning. And Winston's son works with the Jackson Energy Authority, but Winston was head of the Housing Authority here. Longtime member of the County Board of Education back years and years ago, and a real public. We regret the passage of both of those. This life continues to take people away from us of value here, so we appreciate their work and their service. Appreciate you being with us. Thanks to Kincaid Gooch Studio for the talent today, to all of our guests for sharing the time with us, and for you sharing the time with us. And we are live on Facebook as well, right?
Yes, we are.
So stay where you are. Konnor Turnage is coming up next. He's going to close out this show. We'll see you next week for more Six in the City. And Konnor, the stage is yours.
Heart on the run, keeps a hand on the gun. You can't trust I was so sure what I needed was more. Try to shoot out the sun. The days that we raced, we flew off the pace. Such damage was done, but I made it through, 'cause somebody knew I was meant for someone. So girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room till someone needs medical help or the magnolias blue. It's cold in this house and I ain't going out to chop wood. So cover me up to know you're enough to use me for good. I put your faith to the test when you tore off the dress in Richmond on high. And I sobered up, I swore off that stuff forever this time. And the old lover sings, I thought it'd be me who helped him get home. Home was a dream, one that I'd never seen till you came along. So girl, hang your dress out to dry. We ain't leaving this room till someone needs medical help or the magnolias blue, and carries this house on its stones like a piece of driftwood. Oh, so cover me up to know you're enough to use me for good. Girl, leave your boots by the bed. We ain't leaving this room till someone needs medical help or the magnolia is blue, and carries this house on its stones like a piece of driftwood.